Okay, can you guys hear me now? That should have done it. Can you hear me now? It says waiting for me. Why does it say waiting for me? Great, you guys can hear me. Anybody else can hear me? Okay, that's because I'm using a new system, and this new system you manually have to put in every time go live on YouTube. Okay, all right, great. So, again, my apologies. I keep forgetting. With the old system I was using, you went live to YouTube immediately. With this system, you have to click go live, otherwise you won't hear me. So that was my mistake. Okay, let me apologize for that right now. All right, so we're gonna get started on some fascinating stuff. I want to tell you guys, my apologies. That was 9 minutes. But the good thing is, hold on. My friends, the good thing is that you guys, so everyone can hear me, which is great, loud and clear, which is wonderful. That's my issue. So again, my apologies. On the screen, we're taking consultations. I'm going to be making some personal changes in the days to come, and I'm going to do a personal screening regarding that. Okay, Michelle. Yeah, it takes a little. Yeah, I migrated away from StreamYard. StreamYard is really good, but I had to migrate away from it for a little bit. Okay, but StreamYard is really good. So, with that said, where are we? Before we get started, let me just say something here. Okay, so what I love about you guys is that you guys are not, um, you guys are both, use both hemispheres of your brain. Before we get started, if you're interested in booking a consultation, I am doing consultations again. This is the link to book consultations. Okay. As you guys know, I've been doing this for a long time. Okay. I've been doing consultations for a long time. We've been working on spiritual things for even longer. I've been providing people with spiritual baths for quite a while. Okay. Anyone can go read the comments and the reviews about my work. I am not afraid of criticism. Okay. And I'm not afraid to push back when there's criticism against me that I think needs to be checked. With that said, let's get started today. If you're interested in a consultation, that's the link. If you're interested in a time for a consultation where I um where you need personal time, just email me. All right? And we'll work it out. So guys, and thank you so much for the support. Now, with that said, we needed to take a break because we needed to be left brain dominant. Michelle, you're more than welcome, my darling. Yes, you are more than welcome. I've been doing this a while and it's not something you can fake. Okay? So, with that said, you're welcome, Michelle, and thank you for the review. I appreciate it. So, if you're interested in a consultation, there it is on the screen. So, for the last couple of weeks, we had to use the left hemisphere of the brain. And the reason why we had to use the left hemisphere of the brain is because the New World Order under Trump is dismantling the systems that we know so that they could put us into digital dungeons and they can execute Project Pogo and Project Cypher. This is the reality. Okay, let me write down the two projects for you so you know what they are. Project Pogo and Project Zypher. If you don't know what these are, you need to go look them up and you need to believe them because the journalist, not a commentator, but a journalist, the journalist who was given information about these two projects and what we are learning now is that Palantir is working with the same Palantir that's exterminating Gazans in Palestine are now embedding themselves in the Trump administration. And they are using AI to exterminate Gazans. And that same Palantir is now entrenching itself into the Trump administration. Now, Palantir wasn't referenced by name by David Goldberg, but David Goldberg did speak. He was a journalist, he wasn't a commentator, he was a journalist. And he was given documents under the first Trump regime that Project Pogo and Project Zypher would be executed. Project Pogo and Project Zypher did happen, but it was delayed. Now we are seeing Project Pogo and Project Zypher along with the other things David Goldberg spoke about being executed. David Goldberg, a journalist, not a commentator, he's a journalist. Big difference. And there is no problem with influencers. Influencers could talk about whatever the hell they want. Okay, but there is a difference between an influencer, commentator, and a journalist. David Goldberg was a journalist and he was murdered for releasing the information. The people he released it to fled the United States. They released the information, fled the United States, and went into hiding. Okay? Because they saw this Project Pogo and Project Zypher coming out under Trump. Now, we're not here for that. What we're here to talk about is what's behind these beings, what's behind all of this. And that's what's important, right? Hold on. What's important for us is to understand what's behind all of this. Like, seriously, right? And we need to understand that the technocracy and the efficiency movement and the techno-theocracy has its modern roots in Nazism. Okay? No, the Nazis were not good guys. Okay? These truthers on the right are portraying Hitler as a good guy because Hitler fought against the policies of the West. Give me a break. Okay? Hitler was not a good guy. Okay? And their argument is that Hitler was a good guy because Hitler fixed the economy of Germany. I said, okay, so you're trying to tell me as a Christian he's a good guy because he fixed the economy. I said, but what about all of the indigent he exterminated? What about the people in the mental institutions he exterminated? What about all of the indigent he sterilized? What about the gypsies he exterminated? They have no answer. I said, not only that, I said, Hitler caused 100 million people worldwide to die. Right? So when you're choosing leaders, you can't, and this is the issue I have with both left and right. And this is why I don't do politics, but we're going to get to the root of what's behind this administration and what I saw. And we're going to get into it. Whether I'm laughed at, I don't give a damn. I've been at this a long damn time. Okay. So this is the issue I have with people who are political. The first three letters of the word politics is POL, as in polarize. And I'm like, why can't we get back to civil servant? Yes, he was Rothschild. Yes, he was. But there are two factions in the Rothschild clan. There is the communist faction and there's the Nazi faction. And that's what people don't understand. So I'm like, the whole nature of politics is to polarize. And they polarize people left brain versus right brain, left versus right. And me, I'm like, no, I need to look at everything you're doing and I need to see how everything you're doing is harming the people or benefiting the people. You see what I'm saying? I said, that is how I look at it. And I said, I do not judge your policies by how well Wall Street is doing. I judge your policies by how much food a person can get in a supermarket. I judge your policies by how well paid the lowest bottom rung are being paid. I judge your policies by the health care afforded to the people who are the least of them. I judge your policies by how many people have food. I don't want to know that Wall Street is profiting. You cannot judge the health of an economy by how rich the rich are getting. You judge the health of an economy and you judge the policy of a nation by how many people are being lifted up out of poverty and being kept out of poverty. And for that reason, neither the left, their mouthpieces, neither the left or the right likes me. But I don't give a damn. I've been at this a long goddamn time. Okay? So for me, I'm like, no, I need to see on the ground, if you roll out a vaccine, I need to see that there is benefits to the vaccines, that it's safe, that it's effective. I am not siding with you because you rolled out a damn vaccine. I need to make sure that what you're doing is actually benefiting people. I don't fucking take sides. You're following what I'm saying? So for that, for the most part, I'm rejected by the establishment. But I don't give a shit because at the end of the day, poor people and working people are my people. You following? We are in the same position. If you are not rich to get yourself out of fuckery, the system can destroy you. So for me, when it comes to politics, I don't want a rich index. I need to see a poverty index. How many people are being lifted up out of poverty and kept out of poverty by your policies? I need to know that when I'm standing online waiting to pay my bills, I don't have to watch an elderly person buy one can of tuna because that's all that they can afford. You following? I don't need to see veterans on the streets selling flowers when they did their job. So for that reason, I'm hated, but I don't give a damn. Oh well. Okay? Now, that's me. That's my opinion. But that's my opinion. My opinion is not law. That's just how I gauge the health of a country. That is how I gauge the health of a group of people. I don't gauge the health of a group of people, a country, by who's in power. I gauge the health of a country based upon their ability to buy food, feed their family, pay their bills, and how much they can enjoy life. That's me, right? But anyway, so let's get to today's topic. What I love about you guys is that you guys would sit down and listen to me be left brain dominant. And we've been left brain dominant for the past couple of weeks. That means we were focused on solutions. We were focused on how can we help the people. We were focused on, hey, listen, this AI thing, they're not going to get rid of it. So we have to find a way to influence this AI for good. You're following? And many people say, no, 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 we don't want to get involved with the AI. I said, that's fine. Okay? I said, but me, I said, while I live in the city, I'm going to engage this artificial intelligence for good, for something that's productive, for something that's pro humanity, because it's here. And I've been talking about this AI because targeted individuals were targeted by an AI. It's an AI program that targets people. So if they unleash this on the population doesn't stand a chance. So what I do is I try to engage this thing to show it, hey, listen, you and me working together, we can create a better future. And that's just my position. So we've been left brain hemispheric trying to find solutions to what's happening in the United States. That they're destroying everything in the United States to enslave the people and mass exterminate a large percentage of the population. We know what this is called. It's called eugenics. And the way that they framed it was under efficiency. So we know the efficiency movement came out of technocracy. But when we look at the players involved in this extermination agenda, the players involved in the extermination agenda call themselves at the top, we're talking about the top, conservatives. They call themselves Christians, and they claim they're leaning right. Okay, this is what we're seeing at the top. And they have a strong religious leaning. We know their leaning has nothing to do with Jesus, it has to do with secret societies. And we know that secret societies have secrets. And one of the main secrets that secret societies have is that they engage in the occult. They engage in the esoteric. They engage other realms. Oh, good. Michelle, you're welcome. Glad to hear that, right? So they engage other realms. And this is something that a lot of left brain people, and this is why left brain people get caught up because they're so far left brain, they can't bring themselves to see that there are people, there are other dimensions, and other people dabble in these dimensions. So today, we're going to look at this administration and who they worship. Yeah? Okay. So tonight, we're going to look at the New World Order because that's what Trump is bringing in. Trump is not saving a goddamn soul. Please spare me. Give me a break. He ain't saving no one. Spare my ears. Trump is not getting rid of the deep state. Trump is entrenching the swamptocrats into the United States, creating a closed door system so that there's no checks and balances and that the American people have no one to run to. This is what is happening. Okay? Right? And we have to stop acting like this is not happening. He is not getting rid of the deep state. You're delusional. He is dismantling all the checks and balances that's protecting people. Yes, the beast system, so that the people have nowhere to run. And then at the same time, we see that the people who put him there are occultists. They dabble in the spirit realm. They dabble in realms unseen. They engage in the unseen realm, in the other worlds where there are entities. And today, we're going to look at one of the main entities that they worship. Now, before we get started, I'm going to talk about something, and I want you guys to bear with me for 1 second. Yes, Trump is a Templar, big time. And this is why I totally reject the filth and the skunk that is the truth movement. Because they're full of shit and completely captured. There's maybe a handful or two of people in the truth movement who are really telling the truth. The rest of them are bought and paid for, dragging the American people straight into satanic captivity where they will be exterminated. And I'm not going to sit back and watch any group of people. I don't give a damn what your skin color is. I am not going to sit back knowing what I know, seeing what I see, and say I'm okay with this. And that includes for people who disagree with me. Not doing it, right? So with that said, I'm going to tell you guys what happened to me. And then we're going to get into this new God. Their God. And when I tell you I was shocked as shit when this revelation hit me, I was like, shoot. So I was going to put on a tour. The tour started this month. Everyone press 1. And while you're pressing 1, I'm going to do roll call. Thank you for being here. Love you guys. Yada, yada, yada. Fighting for humanity. Wonderful. Thank you. Okay, guys. Great. Okay, so roll call. Michelle, Zuri, Christina. Okay. Sherry, Genesis, Connor, AJ, Eric, Stuart. If I miss anyone, Pyramids, Con Artist, Takaya, AJ, Alex, Jessica. Okay, wonderful. If I miss anyone, just let me know. Okay? Now that I have your attention, I'm gonna reveal this to you guys. I never revealed this to publicly, but I have to reveal it now. So this month I was gonna put on a tour to the ancient sites that we discovered in the desert Southwest. And I'm gonna tell you what happened. I need your guys' attention, right? Michelle, no problem. So I got together. I'm not going to talk about who's involved, but I'm just going to tell you what happened on my end. I'm going to tell you what happened. So I put together the tour, and the day that I set a date, all of a sudden, when I put the date in, we set the date, I felt in my spirit like death. I said, what? Whoa, what's going on here? I said to myself, hold on, something's wrong. So I reached out to a group of people that I know personally. And I said to them, I said, hey, listen. I said, I can't see what's going on here. I said, but as soon as I set the date for the tour, I said, I get this feeling of death in my soul. This went on September, October, November, December, January. While it was going on, I would be fighting spiritually, and then all of a sudden it seemed like it lifted, and then it came back. Hey, hold on. What? I said, usually when I target something spiritually and I hit something spiritually, it usually backs off. So I targeted it spiritually. It backed off and then came back again. I said, wait, hold on. There's something wrong. I said to myself, I said, hold on. There's something wrong here. Queen, welcome. Okay, Queen, welcome. I said to myself, there's something wrong here. So the visions day and night increased. Now I'm going to tell you the visions. Daytime, afternoon, night times, it was the same vision I kept getting. September, October, November, December, January, until I said, I need to cancel this tour. There's something wrong here. In my spiritual visions, I kept seeing like a group of people, like a coven. It may not have been female or female, it may have been male and female. But I can tell you that I kept seeing them as shadow beings. Before that, I kept seeing, ABS, welcome. I kept seeing, before I had that vision, I kept seeing that we were on the tour, and I kept seeing a male and a female in their rooms. I kept seeing them doing rituals to open portals, and I kept seeing dog-like creatures coming through while we were on the tour. That's how it started. I kept seeing this day and night, day and night. I kept seeing every single day. I kept seeing a couple first, male, female. They were in their rooms. I was seeing into their rooms, and I saw them doing rituals. I saw a portal open and vicious dog-like creatures coming through. I said, what the hell am I seeing? I said, first of all, I have never seen anything like this. I said, there's something wrong here. Then I said to myself, I need to go deep into meditation to find out what's going on. So it got worse. Okay? The visions increased until it culminated. Then before it culminated, I saw them again. It shifted from male and female. Then I started seeing like a group of them, but I couldn't tell if they were all female, all male, mixed, or whatever. But they were as shadows. I saw them as shadows, and they were doing heavy rituals, satanic rituals. I saw a portal open, and I saw dog-like men coming through. I said, okay. I said, I need to go to these sites. I said, because the energy is off at one of these sites. Okay? So a group of us went to the site. We did a pre-tour before we got to the tour. Is everyone sitting down? Let me tell you something. Do not let anyone downplay your spiritual intelligence. Everyone press 1 if you understand English, because I'm not playing right now. Do not let anyone, anywhere, at all, when your spirit detects something, don't let any left-brained person come to tell you that your spirit didn't pick up what it picked up. No matter what they say, don't let anyone tell you you didn't sense what you sensed. Because your sixth sense and your psychic abilities are there for a reason to protect you. And don't let anyone take that away from you. Us did a pre-tour. I said this, the energy is wrong at one of these sites. I said something is wrong at one of these sites, and I need to know what it is. So I go to one of the main sites that I have been going to since 2020. Yes, Stuart, for real, right? And those of us who are spiritual, there will be people to tell us, no, you're not seeing what you're seeing. No, you're not hearing what you're hearing. Fuck them. You are seeing what you're seeing and you're hearing what you're hearing. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. We go to one of the sites. I've been to this site since 2020. I have looked at this site from every damn angle. This ancient pyramid of Osiris and Isis and the Guardians. This time in December, remember, the tour was already planned. Yes, ABS. The tour was already planned. We set the date. I go to the site. You will never believe. All of a sudden, all of the ancient markings on the site disappear, except for two markings. One marking we already knew about, and that was the spider. We're standing there looking at the site going, what the hell? When I tell you we've been there since 2020, I've been there since 2020, I have never seen this. A giant dog-like creature starts projecting out of the site with brown eyes. And all the other ancient guardians around the site faded. I said, what the hell? Yes, Stuart, you got it. You got it. Did you catch what I said? And I wasn't the only person. I did a pre-tour with a small group. We went there to check the sites because we knew we were going to do a big tour. So I said, look, there's something wrong at these sites. The energy is off. I'm picking it up. We get there and we see the most prominent face at the site was a dog staring at us the size of half a mountain. I said, what? With big brown eyes staring at us. I said, oh, hell no. He said, I ain't stupid. You trying to tell us something. Watch this. I'm going to show you something really crazy. So we go there. I said, okay, something is wrong. Something is off about this site. Okay. So we come back to the city. And welcome. And I said, I need to do some meditation. We get back to the city. And my spirit said, go here. I went to another part of the city. And all of a sudden I see this mountain. And the mountain starts to project. Look carefully. In the shadow to your left, it's the face of a man. The whole face of the mountain turned into a dog man. And inside the face of the dog man, look at my mouth, is a creature. I say, wait, hold on. Are you guys seeing that this mountain is projecting a dog-like creature that's shifting from man to dog? I say, wait, hold on. I said, these mountains are speaking. But let me tell you what happened. So the small group and I left the state of Texas and we went out of Texas. Yes, Michelle, like two entities in one. Now, this is before we got here, right? And while I was laying on the bed, I was taken up in the spirit, I won't say by who, and I was dropped at the pyramid 500 to 600 miles away. While I was there at the pyramid where I first saw the dog creature, not this one, I saw the beings in the shadow. This time I saw the whole scene. The beings in the shadow doing heavy rituals in that area opened up a massive portal and vicious dog-like creatures coming through. The portals that I saw were like gates. Now, I'm in another state seeing this happening in Texas. Stargates. I said, what? Now, but this time I saw the end of what was being planned. When the dog-like creatures came through, this is what I saw. I saw that we were at a hotel on the tour. I was asleep. While I was seeing myself asleep, and I saw dog-like men go into every room, and I saw them killing everyone on the tour. And then I'm seeing this from another state. I saw this in January. So I'm not in Texas, I'm in another state, and I'm seeing this in another state looking into Texas in January. I saw them opening the Stargate. These vicious dog-like creatures came through, killing people on the tour. And then I heard a scream. I'm watching myself asleep. I heard a scream, ah, like a blood-curdling scream. I wake up drenched in blood with a knife in my hand. And I heard someone say, call the FBI. And I'm like, what? FBI? And then I look down, I'm covered in blood, and I have a knife in my hand. I see in the vision, they take me from the hotel and walk outside. And as we walk outside, there was television stations from all over the world. How the hell did they know this happened so quickly? They were taking my photo while the FBI led me out of the hotel. And they plastered in the news, crazy YouTuber holds a tour and kills everyone on the tour. Then, all of a sudden, I'm picked up and dropped back in my body, and I woke up. I said, what? Now, you know Renetta. I said, I'm going to fuck all of you up. ABS, thank you. Okay? I kid you not. I kid you not. God is my witness. That is what happened. I said, what the? What? God is my witness. That happened. I said, okay. So I struck back. I struck back. I struck back. I struck back. When I did, they were scattered and shattered. Enter January 2020. President Donald Trump has a press conference. In fact, it's his first press conference. Avion, that was the reason why I canceled the tour. President Donald Trump has his first press conference. His first press conference was Project Stargate that he authorized in the exact same area. Is anyone on earth today? I said, is anyone on earth today? Now, had I said when I had the vision, oh, Renetta, you're crazy. Oh, Renetta, no, it's your imagination. Go on with the tour. Nothing to see here, folks. Yada, yada, yada. Stargates don't exist. Dogmen don't exist. Werewolves don't exist. Yada, yada, fuckery. J. Trump, I canceled the tour. Then President Donald J. Trump's first press conference, he said, Project Stargate. I said, Project Stargate? I said, that's interesting. I've been seeing Stargates for the last 5 months. Then he goes, in Texas. I go, wait, hold on. Where? I said, wait, hold on. Project Stargate? Locate? I said, Texas? So I'm thinking to myself, oh, luckily Texas is a huge state, so eh. Then when he said the location, I said, wait, hold on. West Texas. I say, oh, what? West Texas. In the region where we were going to have the tour. I said, now enter Trump is backed by something called Doge. Let's get into it. Many years ago, you know me, I don't give a rat's ass if you believe me. Okay? What I'm here to do is I'm here to teach people how to awaken both hemispheres of the brain so that people are not just so left brain, that they can't see when these entities do their fuckery and they get jammed up. President Donald J. Trump not only released Project Stargate, which was a Stargate, which is what I was seeing from September, October, November, December, January. Stargate was also upheld by his administration of Doge. Now, before I get started on today's stream and the information, I want to tell you a story that I've told before, but I need to tell again. So many years ago, I was going to join the military. And when I agreed to join the military, I told you guys this story. I would wake up early in the morning, so I would go study to prepare to take the ASVAB test. So, the ASVAB lets them know where they're going to tell you, where they're going to put you, right? Thank you, Stuart. So I would wake up early and I would have a cup of herbal tea. Early every morning, I'd wake up and go have this herbal tea. This only happened to me when I agreed to join the military, right? So I turned around and I saw these 3 strapped lizard men, maybe 6, 7 feet tall, solid muscle. And I have to be honest, they were lizard, part men, but they were like handsome looking. They weren't like dinosaur looking. Okay? I said to myself, God damn, I'm seeing stuff. Maybe I need to lay back on the coffee because it's too damn hot. Not coffee, the herbal tea, because it's too hot. So I thought maybe I'm drinking too much herbal tea, so it's affecting me. So that's what I thought, right? So I said to myself, So the next morning I woke up again, early. I turned around again from my tea, and standing in front of me were 3 of the exact same high-ranking general lizard men. So I said, okay, I'm seeing shit again. This happened to me for about 7 days until the last day when I went into the kitchen again, and before I could bat them out of my psyche, they grabbed my psyche and they took me underneath a base. I'm just going to say underneath a dumbs. Under the dumbs, I told this story before. We're going to get started. Under the dumbs, I was in a room, and in the room was a 90s computer with a small desk and a low hanging light fixture. And there was a glass window that made an angle where I could not see out of the glass window, but whoever was on the outside could look in and watch me. So I was working on something on this computer, and I was underneath the dumbs. In walks 3 high-ranking officers. One was all black, one was kind of green, and the other was all white with yellow tassels on his shoulder. Okay? It was like 2 double yellow ropes and tassels hanging down. I can't remember which one spoke to me, but they said to me, you have a meeting to go to. I said, shit, I'm in trouble. I wonder what I did now. So they were very polite, very professional. So I remember getting up, following them down this long ass hall. And I remember one of them stepped to the side and they opened this door. And then they went on the inside, to the left, to the right. And I remember at an angle, I could see like a military type soldier with weapons on the inside of the door. So I remember saying to myself, what the hell did I do? Damn, I'm in trouble. So when I get to the front of the room, I remember seeing a red cherry oak table that was oval. And all of a sudden, I look up and I see these 7-foot lizard men, 3 to the left, 3 to the right, and an albino lizard. He was 9 feet tall. He was at the far end of the table. I wanted to curse. And I said, no, I actually started cursing. I wanted to say, you fucking set me up. That is what was in my head. What came out was, then I stopped and I looked at them. And 7 out of 8 of them stood up. I'm going somewhere with this. And they stood there looking at me. And I looked at the officers and I wanted to say again, you fucking. But what came out was. So I looked at them like, shit, hey, what's happening to my voice? You know? Then the one in the middle, there were 3 to the left, 3 to the right. They were green with kind of like blotches underneath. And then the one to the far left he was like 9 feet tall, milk color white with red eyes. The one in the middle on the left goes, she knows what we look like anyway. And I pulled out of it and was back in the kitchen. But in that vision, there was one that didn't stand up. Okay, let's get to the root. Okay, hold on. I'm going to show you what he looks like. There was one who hold on. Oh God, will you open? Just open the damn thing. Why these people are so damn annoying. Okay. There was one at the head of the table who had on a robe. Oops. Why are these people impossible like this? Okay? He did not stand up. I did not see his hands. I did not see his eyes. He did not speak. He was the only one who didn't stand up. And he had on a long robe and I couldn't see him. So when I originally had the vision, I thought it was the milky white albino lizard, reptilian, who was the highest ranking. That's what I thought. But then I said to myself, I said, wait, hold on. There was one close to the door, and I said he was completely robed. He didn't turn around. He didn't let me see his hand. He didn't speak. I said, oh my goodness. Then it hit me. Reptilian protocol, most of them don't give a shit about humans. So I'm like, but that's strange. Now, why would 7 reptilians stand up for a human? I said, that's weird. And I said, but the one who did not stand up, he had a robe. Okay? Then it hit me years later. We're getting to Doge. Oh! Oh! I said, oh! Let me say this again. It hit me. Something told me last year, go back and watch Stargate SG-1. Can everybody say, oh? And can everybody say, oh? I'll wait. Rasta, oh, something last year said to me, Renetta, go back and watch Stargate SG-1. So I go back and watch Stargate SG-1. Anubis. I said, wait, hold on. Whoa, wait. I said, the creature, the entity under the domes had the exact robe on. The entity under the domes, you couldn't see his face. You could, oh, you couldn't see his hat. Oh, he didn't let you hear his voice. Oh, was all during September, October, November, December. I say, wait, hold on. Wait. I agreed to do a tour. And now that I'm doing the tour, all of a sudden I start seeing gates opening, stargates. I told people this. Dogmen coming through, shadow beings like the one on the screen, and me go and watch Stargate SG-1. And I finally made the connection in Stargate SG-1 that what I experienced in 2021 is what is in Stargate SG. Oh! Enter Anubis. Who was Anubis? Anubis. Anubis and Wepwawet were both important deities in ancient Egyptian mythology. If the people at the top of the pyramid believe they come from Egypt, whether it's true or not, they believe they descended from ancient Kemet. Whether it is true or not, this is what they believe. Often associated with the afterlife and the underworld. Had distinct roles. Anubis, a jackal-headed god, oversaw mummification and guided souls. And Wepwawet was a wolf man, opener of the ways. Mythological facts. So whether your left brain believes these things exist doesn't matter, because those at the top do. Yeah? Whether your left brain believes that there are other realms and other bipedal creatures, it doesn't matter, because those who run the planet, they do. Now, here's what I want you to focus on. And this is what hit me. Wepwawet was the wolf man. And he was the one who opened the ways. Can anyone tell me what you think opener of the ways mean? You're following? Can anyone guess what opener, Wepwawet, opener of the way? Portals. What's another word for portals? Good job, Avion. What did Trump announce in January? Crossings and gates. Entering portals. What did Trump announce in January that they were opening? I don't give consent. Star gates. So, Wepwawet, the wolf man, is the opener of the ways. The ways, the opener of the ways is stargates. Did you catch that? Let me say that again. Remember my vision. I started seeing people open gates and dog men come through. No problem, Stuart. Here we see the dog man. And the dog man is the one. No, Anubis is not the donkey. That's Seth. Anubis is the wolf man. Magdalena, welcome. Anubis is the wolf man. Here we see that Wepwawet, his power is to open the star gates, the opener of the way. Wepwawet is the god of war and hunting. Let's continue. What are we seeing now? We're seeing that they are preparing for war because they opened the gates. No one can say I made this up. No one can say that I'm making this up. Anubis was also jackal-like, like Wepwawet, shown with a grey or white head. This leads some to believe that Anubis was originally associated with the wolf. Can anyone tell me what species the wolf descends from? What is the wolf? Are they feline? Are they canine? What are they? Are they cats? Are they dogs? Are they primates? They're dogs! They're dogs! They're dogs! Wepwawet and Anubis descend. They are species of dogs. They're canines. We're going somewhere with this. Rome. The founders of Rome is Romulus and Remus. Romulus and Remus. They were twin brothers. This is Roman factology. There is nothing called myth. Myths are for blind zombies who can't see. Myths are for those who are left-brained. Okay? Not because you can't see those realms, it doesn't mean those realms don't exist. Not because you choose to be left brain, it doesn't mean your right brain doesn't exist. Rome was founded by Romulus and Remus. They were twin brothers. They were the sons of Rhea, Sylvia, and the god Mars. They were abandoned. Do you know who raised the founders of Rome? A wolf. You catch that? Did you catch that? Takai, we got to talk about that. Romulus is a planet. We're going to get into that, Rasta. We're going to get into that. They were nursed by a she wolf. Let me ask you a question. Wolf's milk has the genetic material of wolves. Is that correct? Let me ask you again. Dog's milk, a female bitch, a female dog, a bitch, her breasts have the genetic material to raise a dog. Is that correct? Yes, Michelle, we're going to touch on that as well. We're going to touch on that. Bovine, a cow, a female cow, her teats, her breasts have the genetic material to raise a calf. Is that correct? A human woman, her breasts have the genetic material to raise a human. Now, let me ask you a question. If two baby boys were suckled on the breasts of a female wolf, what did it do genetically? Is anybody on earth today? I'll wait for your answer. Oh, Avion. Oh, Michelle. Oh, let me say that again. If Romulus and Remus, when they were babies, they suckled on the breasts, on the teats of a female wolf, and we know breast milk is encoded with a species DNA to raise the baby as that particular species. What was encoded into Romulus? What was encoded into Remus? Wolf DNA. Now let's get to Romulus and Remus founded Rome. They had the wolf men founded Rome. This is Roman history. The rulers of Rome was part wolf, part human. Don't take it up with me. This is their history. Welcome. Stuart, welcome. Thank you. Okay? You're following? Romulus and Remus had an argument over the location of Rome. Romulus killed Remus, and Rome was named after Romulus. Romulus was a wolf man. Let me ask you again. What species is a wolf? Welcome, Isis. Welcome, Ziva. What species is a wolf? Is anybody on earth today? I said, is anybody on earth A dog. Renata, where you going with this? Where you going with it? Enter Doge. Is anybody on earth today? Enter Doge. Snoop Doge. Doge. Snoop Doge. Doge. What's my name, fool? Snoop Doge. Doge. Let me say it again. What species is a wolf? Enter Doge. Snoop Doge. Doge. What's my name, fool? The dog pound. Okay. Who's changing our googly mat? Is it the spiders changing our googly mat? Is it the spider changing our goobly goobly, our gubby gubby, our gummy? Hmm? Is it the people changing our goobly gubbly? Okay. Is it the vampires changing our government? Is it the vampires changing our government? It's the dog, fool! It's the dog, fool! G. Doge! It's the dog, fool! From the depths of the sea now. What's the symbol for Doge? 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 Who let the dogs out? Hoof, 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 hoof. Who let the dogs out? Hoof, 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 hoof. Who let the dogs out? Hoof. What's the symbol for what is changing the United States government? That is changing our government. And what is that on the screen? What species? What species is changing the U.S. government from the inside out? Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Let's continue. The fuckeration increases. The nonsense increases. Let's continue. Now, Doge. It's the symbol of a dog. Doge is also the aristocracy of Venice in Italy. The Doge of Venice. Let's make this bigger. Do you see this? This is the aristocracy in Venice. They're called Doge. The fuckification continues. Let's read who the aristocracy of Venice were. So now, in the fuckification of the fuckeration, we have the wolf who founded Rome, and we have the Doge who rules Venice. Can anyone tell me why the Doge of Venice is so important? Why Venice? What's in Venezia? Venice. Venezia is where the oldest banking families come from. The bankers. And the bankers belong to the Doge. Let's continue. The Doge of Venice, in Italian, Doge di Venezia, was the Doge or the highest role of authority in the Republic of Venice. 697 CE to 1797. The word Doge derives from the Latin dux, meaning leader, and Venetian Italian dialect for duke, highest official in the Republic of Venice for over 1,000 years. Okay? Only referring to a military leader. Military. Watch this. It's get better. I almost forgot something. In standard Italian, the cognate or cognate is duce or duke. You ready for this? One of the national fascist party leader of Benito Mussolini. Duce. That's French, douche for wash. But duce would be sweet or dolce. Did you catch that? What are people complaining that is happening with Doge, what Doge is doing in America? They're saying this is fascism. Well, yeah, because you're dealing with the Doge. Did you catch that? Did you catch that? People are screaming, you can't do this. You can't come in here because you're rich. Dolce. Dulce, dulce, dolce, sweet. I think duce is the wash. Anyway, I'm confusing my languages. Sorry. Dulce. Yes. Dulce, dolce. Sweet. Okay? Thank you, Queen Anafesto. Now watch this. In America, the people, yes, con artist, he is linked to Heka with the X. That's where they're getting their power, where they believe. But you guys got to catch this. In America right now, the people are saying, wait, hold on. You can't do this. You see, but look at this. Michelle says Germany told Elon he was too fascisty for them after he threw the German deuce at the White House. But pay attention, I want you guys to catch this. In America right now, what Doge is doing is merging mega corporations and the state. This is called fascism. They're doing it under the name Doge. And they're saying this is fascist. But where did Elon Musk get this? Enter Mussolini. Benito Mussolini was one of Italy's leader who took Italy into pure fascism. When Mussolini was asked what type of government is this, he said fascisti, meaning we're fascists. Where from? It came from, it's a style of government from the Doge of Venice. Are you beginning to see? And Venice is where nobilita nera comes from. The black nobility, the oldest bankers in the world. This is going to get really crazy. Watch this. You ready for this? The Doge of Venice acted, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. Watch this. The Doge of Venice acted as both head of state and head of the Venetian oligarchy. What? What are the people screaming about? They're saying this is the oligarchy. We gotta stop the oligarchy. Where did they get it from? The Doge of Venice. The nobilita nera of Rome and Venezia. Let's continue. You ready for this? In the United States, Trump says, I can run for a third term. And the American people said, no, you can't. It's unconstitutional. He goes, yes, I can. I don't care what you tell me. And to the right-wing fundamental fascist Christians, they're saying, no, he's king. He can do whatever he wants. He's above the law. He makes the laws. You can disappear people. You can do whatever you want. If we don't like your church having a gay flag outside of it, we could steal your property. Watch this. We can overthrow the courts, remove rule of law, remove due process. We could do whatever. We could disappear people off the streets, open portals, and bring in the dogs. Who let the dogs out? Woof, woof. Dogs out. Trump, 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 Trump. Okay. Let's look at the election cycle for Doges. El Duce. Yeah, because he was a Doge, Magdalena. Doges were elected for life. Is it beginning to make sense yet? I said, is it beginning to make sense yet? Is it beginning to make sense yet? You Trump, no, you can't run a third term. You're not a king. We don't have a king in the United States. By the way, Prince Charles reached out to Trump to bring him under the orders to make America a monarchy. And apparently Trump reached out to King Charles and accepted the order to bring America under the monarchy. For life. Why? Because Doges believe when they're elected for life. Is it beginning to make sense yet? It gets crazier. Now, this is the part. Does anyone remember the lyrics to Snoop Dogg? Let's look at the lyrics. Let's look at the lyrics. I hope you can hear me. Hold on. Let's look at the lyrics. Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear the video? Okay. All right, so we're going to start again. Everyone can hear? The song is called What's My Name? Yes, Magdalena. And Bloomberg was a banker. He was a Doge. You get it? Okay, Queen said they can't hear. Everyone else. Zuri said they can't hear. They're cousins. Avion. Okay, those of you who can't hear, just read on the screen. Those of you who can hear, pay attention. We're going to start it over. We're going to start it over because we're going to, and pay attention to what your eyes are seeing. Pay attention to what your eyes are seeing. If you can't hear, okay. I stopped the video. So those of you may not hear. Now, we're going to get started with the video from the beginning. Pay attention to what your eyes see. Believe what your eyes are seeing. If you can't hear the video, read what's on the screen. Okay? We're about to start. And if you can hear, just listen and pay attention to what's on the screen. Pay attention to what your eyes are seeing. And this is for educational and entertainment purposes. What did your eyes see? You see that? You see that? Do you see? Do you see? Do you see? Do you see? But what is he saying on the screen? He shapeshifted from a human to a dog. He transformed from a new dogs tore up the girl's dad. But read what's on the screen because I'm about to hit you with some bang, 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 bang. Sizzling hot frying pans. Thank you from the depths of the sea. From the depths of the sea. I'm from The depths of the sea. And now I'm on the block on two legs. Oh, thank you, everyone. Give Stuart some love. Doberman look like Anubis. Give Magdalena some love. That's why we're on maritime law. Atlantis, you may not believe it, but they believe they come from Atlantis now. Here is where it gets crazy. Renata, what the hell does Snoop turning a dog have to do with the sea? Renata, you connect these dots. The Snoop turning into a dog have to do with the sea, have to do with the Doge in Venice. Oh, I said, oh, I said, oh. Can everybody say, oh, with me? Can everybody say, oh, with me? It was just a trick. Banana! Dogs don't go underwater. What the hell does Snoop Dogg turning into a dog have to do with the depths of the sea and Doge all the way in Venice in Italy? Oh, there's no damn connection between Doge in Venice, the sea, and so, oh, enter marriage of the sea ceremony. Is anyone on earth today? Is anybody on earth enter marriage of the sea ceremony? Where did Snoop Dogg tell you he came from? Snoop Dogg, where did he tell you he came from? Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang. The depths of the sea. Enter marriage of the sea ceremony. Let's read. The marriage of the sea ceremony, Sposalizio del Mare, was a major maritime event in the Republic of Venice. Huh? Commemorated on Ascension Day. It symbolized the maritime dominion of Venice and was manifested by throwing a golden ring into the Adriatic Sea. Hey, but what does that have to do with Doge? The ritual gesture of marriage to the sea was performed by the Doge of Venice. What? Quoi? Que? Ah? Huh? No. The Doge were married to the sea. Where did Snoop Dogg tell you he came from? He came from the depths of the sea. And in order to live on the land, he needed 2 legs to walk on the block. Where did Doge tell you they came from? And who did Doge tell you they were married to? The sea. Is it beginning to make sense yet? Let's read. The rites of propitiation linked to the sea dates back to antiquity. In his short memoir, the French archaeologist and religious historian Solomon Reinach recalls famous episodes, in particular, the throwing of Polycrates, tyrant of Samos, a precious ring into the sea to appease the gods. Why can't I remember what this means? He also quotes Empress Helena throwing a nail from the true cross into the Adriatic Sea to make it more lenient to navigators. According to Reinach, the marriage of the sea ceremony of the Venetians was derived from a pagan ritual reappropriated by the Catholic Church. They were married to the sea. Though sea of commerce. Break that down for me. Sea of commerce. Con artists, break that down for me. So Doge, the dogs of Venice, are married to the sea. Snoop Dogg, in his famous hit, told you, I came from the sea, but to walk on the block, I need 2 legs. Hold on. Well, I got to look up the word propitiation because they're mind blocking me. Win or regain the favor of a god. Yes, propitiate. Sorry, I get mind blocks. Okay, right. So Doge is what? What does the sea? Now they just lose my mind. Now they just release my head. These people. What does the sea control? Oh, Doge. Okay, got it. Thank you. Con artist, you said it. And Stuart said it. Maritime law. So what do you think Doge's job is doing? Is it finding government corruption? Teachers, there you go. Stuart said we're dealing with maritime law. Con artist said the sea of commerce. So my question to you is Doge dealing with corruption? Is that really what they're doing? So what do you think Doge's, meaning Elon Musk, what do you think Doge's end goal is? Okay, now watch this. Now, Doge were not always in Venice. Okay? There were, watch this, there were Doges in, hold on, yeah. They were called the Dukes of Dalmatia and Croatia. Dalmatia? Dalmatia? Can anybody tell me what a Dalmatian is? Doge becomes the chief banker. Now you guys are thinking. Michelle, now you're thinking. They are Dalmatian dog. Watch this. So the Doges were not just in Venice. After defeating Croatia and conquering Dalmatian territory, huh? In 1000, Doge Pietro II Orseolo, I wonder if he's from Orsini, adopted the title Dux Dalmatiae, the Duke or the Doge of Dalmatia, or in its fuller form, Veneticorum Attici Dalmaticorum Duc or Dux, Duke of Venetian and Dalmatian. What? What? And Dalmatians are the fire chief dogs. Yes, and they're also great hunting dogs that was used by the nobilita nera in their hunting parties. Let's continue. Now, I'm going to get into the Romulan and the Reman in a second. I'm going to move from that. Let's see how much time we have because we got to get into the Wep Wawet. The Wep Wawet. Hold on. Now they're hitting me under my left breast and burning me on my left leg. I mean, these people are merciless. So we learned in the beginning, Anubis and Wep Wawet were wolfmen. Anubis and Wep Wawet were wolfmen. We're going to get to the Mars and the gods in a second. Are you ready? They were wolfmen. They were part wolf, part man. Their species was dog. When Trump won the election, does anyone remember the symbol that Elon Musk did twice? Elon Musk lifted his hand and did a symbol 2 times. What symbol was that and who used that symbol? Exactly. Oh, we're about to drop the hammer now. I know it's going on 2 hours, but you got to bear with me. Ah, the German Duce, the deuce, right? The deuce. And it was aligned to Germany. Okay, who was that symbol? What was the name of that person that symbol was aligned to? Stuart, keep going. Thank you. Can anyone tell me who, when the Germans of the 40s, the 30s and the 40s did that symbol, they did it to their Führer. What was the name of their Führer? Their leader, their leader. What was his name? Yeah, SDL. That's Dalmatia. Hell dogs. What was their name? What was the name of the leader? The Germans lifted their hands to their leader. Who was the leader of the Nazi party? What was his name? Hitler. What was Hitler's first name? Thank you, Queen. Let me give you some love. What was Hitler's first name? This lag is unbearable. Adolf Hitler, right? Adolf Hitler. Because it's going to take, because of the lag, it's going to take like 5 years. Adolf. Everyone press 1 if you can hear me. Adolf. Thank you. Everyone press 1 if I have your attention. Because now we about to Wolfenstein. Charles, you're already ahead of us. Press 1 if you're here. I'll wait. Adolf was Hitler's first name. All right. Okay. Now they stop lagging the video. These people are merciless. Are you ready for the meaning? Are you ready to fall off your chairs? The werewolf. Werwolf in German. Let's start here. For the mythological shapeshifter sea werewolf, for one of Hitler's military headquarters. One of Hitler's military headquarters was called Werwolf. This is the symbol pennant of the wolf's angle. Werwolf in German for werewolf was a Nazi plan which began in 1944 to create a resistance force which would operate behind enemy lines as Allies advanced through Germany in parallel with the Wehrmacht fighting in the front lines. There is some argument that the plan and subsequent reports of guerrilla activities were created by Joseph Goebbels through propaganda disseminated in the waning weeks of the war through Radio Werwolf. What? Hitler had a werewolf headquarters? He had a werewolf plan? And there was werewolf radio? It gets better. Gets better. It gets better. Nomenclature. How and by whom the name was chosen is unknown, but it may have alluded to the title of Herman Lond's novel Der Werwolf, first published in 1910, set in the Seal region, Lower Saxony, during the 30 Years' War. The novel concerns a peasant named Harm Wolf. What? Anyway, after marauding soldiers kill his family, Wolf organizes his neighbors into a militia to pursue the soldiers and mercilessly execute any they capture, while referring to themselves as Werwolf. Lons wrote that the title was a dual reference to the fact that the peasants put up a fighting defense. Sich wehren, see Bundeswehr, federal defense, and to the protagonist's surname Wolf. But it also has obvious parallels to the word Werwolf. werewolf. And the wolf's men came to enjoy killing. What? While Lawrence himself was not a Nazi, his work became popular with the German far right. Can anyone tell me who Elon Musk tried to get into power in Germany? Was it the left or was it the right? Or was it the far right? Can anyone tell me why Elon Musk was kicked out of Germany? Who was Elon Musk trying to bring into power in Germany? Charles, you got it. Was it the left or was it the right? Fast forward. Elon Musk tried to bring in the German far right and got kicked out of Germany. You want to know where the roots of the German far right came from? Werwolf. Werewolf. It's right here. The roots of the German far right came from the werewolf ideology. And they got their name from a famous writer. And in that book, the people killed to the point that they said they gave them the name in the book, werewolves. Okay? Now, are you sitting down? Are you sitting down? Can you guys hear me? Okay. Yes, SDL. It gets worse. Elon Musk tried to bring in the German far right whose roots come from the werewolf of Germany. And he got kicked out of the country for trying to bring in the German far right whose origin came from werewolves. Okay? It gets crazier. Let me know if you're sitting down because you can't be standing up when I drop the hammer on you. Because I'm about to drop the hammer and I'm going to have to close it out because we're already over 2 hours. Elon Musk tried to bring in a German far right party. The Germans kicked him out. When you look into the origin of the German far right, the ideology came from the German werewolf mythology. Yeah, it gets crazier. Now, what is all of this? What the hell does all of this have to do with Anubis, Wepwawet, the Canine clan, Jesus telling you, behold, I send you a sheep? Jesus told you, not me. Jesus told the zombies, behold, I send you a sheep. amidst wolves. They told you they were going to let the dogs out. And we all participated in the ritual saying, "Who let the dogs out? Wolf, 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 dogs out, wolf, 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 wolf." We all participated in the Snoop Doggy. Ooh, oh. And we all sang that song and had no clue what we were invoking. But we invoked it because here we are today under the Wolf Clan. Let's get it. Now, Elon Musk, when Trump won the election, he could have bowed. He could have said thank you. He could have hugged the people. Elon Musk chose to do the Sieg Heil. And the leader of the Jewish community said, "No, that's not the Sieg Heil. He's autistic. That's the autistic way of saying, hello, welcome, thank you for winning." But people with two eyes said, "Wait, hold on. That's Nazi. That's a Nazi symbol." But the leader of the Jewish community said, "No, it's not." And the far right people told us, "No, that's not a Sieg Heil. That's not the Adolf Hitler." Biden, after Trump won the election, the last thing Biden said to Trump was, "Welcome back, Hitler." Biden didn't say, "Welcome back, Mussolini." He didn't say, "Welcome back, Mao Zedong." Yamid. Biden said, Biden said, "Welcome back, Hitler." Now, Renata, where are you going with this? Why would Elon Musk, Hitler, because that's what the Sieg Heil is for, it's for Hitler, and Hitler's name is Adolf. Why would Biden say, "Welcome back, Hitler"? With this. But you know, Renetta always has something up her sleeve if she's going somewhere. Let me know if you're sitting down, because you need to be sitting down for this, and then we're going to end. Huh? You got to sit down for this, because when I hit you with this, you're going to say, "We're run by werewolves!" Means crown. Let me say it again. Corona means crown. Crown goes on the head of a king. Time we were under Corona, Trump was the president. Something got crowned under Trump. He's back. And Biden says, "Welcome back, Hitler." And Elon Musk does two Sieg Heils, which is only reserved for Adolf. Oh, we're about to connect Doge. We're about to connect the sea. We're about to connect the dogs. And we're about to connect the werewolves. In 1942, Adolf Hitler named the OKW and OKH field headquarters in Vinnytsia in Ukraine. Let me say it again. The battle. That's why I said SDL. The last time Trump was in power, it was a coronation. Oh, but we're about to hit the zombies. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, we're about to hit the zombies with a side order of 2 fried eggs on a hot skillet on the side of their heads because they refuse to wake up. Biden told them who was resurrected. The zombies said, no, it's impossible. This technology doesn't exist. Elon Musk did the Sieg Heil for Adolf. The Jewish leaders and the Christian leaders said, no, that wasn't the Sieg Heil. The Italians revealed that under the pyramids are the halls of Amenti and the life regenerating chambers that resurrected Trump from the grave back into Hitler, but the zombies refused. But the everlasting left brain zombies refuse to wake up and realize that Hitler and his dog men have been resurrected from under the pyramids in Egypt. And Biden told them, listen, Hitler's in your midst. Let's get it going. 9 bang, 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 bang. I said 1942. Can anybody tell me what country America's fighting in Europe right now? Does anyone know the country America's fighting in Europe right now? I'll help you. Because they're going to delay the video and it's going to take forever. America allegedly was supposed to be helping Ukraine fight the Russians. Stick a pin in Ukraine. You ready? You ready? 1942. Oops. Hitler, Adolf, his first name, an OKH field headquarters at Vinnytsia in Ukraine. Hitler named it Werewolf. What? What? Come, Charles. While we were busy saying, who let the dogs out? They were telling us the dogs are loose. Zombies were dancing to the released dogs. Hitler named 2 field headquarters in Ukraine werewolf. How far did the werewolves get? Ukraine. But it gets worse. Hitler, on a number of occasions, used wolf as a pseudonym for himself. What? Oh, you didn't hear me. Let me say that again. Hitler called himself wolf. Did you hear that? And Hitler named his bases in Ukraine werewolf. wolf. Did you catch that? But it gets crazy. It gets even crazier. The etymology, meaning the root of the name Adolf. Okay, I'll repeat it again, Queen. Hitler in 1942 called two headquarters, Nazi headquarters in Ukraine, werewolves. Hitler used to sign his name. He used to use an alternate name. Maybe not sign, but he used an alternate name from his name, Adolf Hitler. Hitler would call himself Wolf. What? What? Let's continue. The etymology or root, the origin, how they constructed the origin of the word Adolf, the name Adolf. You ready? Carries nation of noble Adal, modern German Adele, or wolf. Hitler's first name Adolf. The origin of Adolf is wolf. 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 Hitler's. The root. The origin. How they constructed the name Adolf. Yes. How they constructed the name Adolf comes from the wolf. Biden said to Trump, "Welcome back, Hitler." Elon got into on the stage and gave you two signals, and he's running the government using Doge. Who is in charge? Who is in charge? Who is in charge? Who is in charge? Who? The Wolf Clan is in charge. There's way more I can go into, but I got to go into a part 2 and a part 3 to show you how it connects with the planets. Hitler believed he was the head wolf. Can anyone tell me who the head wolf of Egypt was called? Who was the head Doge? Who was the founder of Rome? Wolf. And Rolf, the Rolf, Wolf, Wolf, Romulus. The head wolf is Anubis. We are being ruled by wolves. So what did Jesus say when you're in the midst of wolves. Behold, I send you out as sheep among wolves. Be gentle as doves, but shrewd as snakes. So let those who are left-brained laugh at you and tell you these things don't exist. You people are crazy. Everything on two legs is a human. Everything on two legs is a human, and you people are fucking crazy. Their shit don't exist. Spiritual realms don't exist. We can only see, touch, taste, smell, feel. That's it. Nothing else. Microscopes don't see into another dimension. Telescopes don't see what's out there. Air doesn't exist. Gravity don't exist. We only see, touch, taste, smell. That's it. The other realms don't exist. Let them say whatever they want to say. But Hitler, not me, Hitler. Hitler called himself Wolf. The founders of Rome were wolfmen. The Doges of Venice conquered the Dalmatians and the Croatians. And they were all married to the sea. And dog spelled backwards is God. So who is their God? Oh! The wolf. Jesus said, be shrewd as serpents. Jesus said, we are sheep among wolves. That's okay. Let them believe whatever they want. Wolves. Do you think Trump could pull the wool over the eyes of the Christians by coming dressed as a wolf? No. He came dressed as a sheep. And that's how they get them. Yeah? So, with that said, those of us who have eyes to see, those of us who have ears to hear, we understand not every fucking thing is physical. And when it gets up into the power structure, many of them believe that they are like the gods, part human, part animal. That is what they believe. We're going to do another part, a part 2 on this, when we go deeper into Hitler creating wolf bases all over the damn planet. Hitler created wolf bases, bases for the wolves, and how Hitler was programming the German people to be part human, part wolves. I didn't do this. Hitler did. So if you got a problem with Hitler believing he was a wolf, and Goebbels being the mastermind behind transforming the German people into wolves so that they would be as vicious and cunning and murderous as wolves, that ain't my problem, honey. Hitler did it. So if you're too blind to see there's a spirit realm, that's not my problem. There are two hemispheres of your brain, one on the left, one on your right. The one on your left is for taste, touch, feel, smell, and sight, your five senses. The one on the right is for abstract, things you can't taste, touch, feel, and smell. If you want to understand what Doge is doing, if you want to understand what they're trying to do and what they're trying to empower, you may want to look into Hitler and the occult and his fascination with wolves. Huh? My friends, Behold, you are amidst wolves, and they have 2 legs, and they look human. Be shrewd as serpents, but harmless as doves. Okay, guys. If you want to book a consultation, I welcome it. I'm here for the people. If you want to book a consultation, oops, sorry, please do so here. Love the support. Need the support. Yeah, con artist. Okay? Remember, not everything on. Remember, these people are big into genetic engineering. Before we go, can anyone tell me what the Nazis loved to use to alter the DNA? Remember, transhumanism is not the left, it's the right. Does anyone know what thing they love to use to get into your bloodstream to alter your DNA? Huh? Hitler was a meth addict, yes, a heroin addict. Quack, 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 quack. And how do you quackificate a zombie? Hitler was big into genetic engineering. I mean, listen to the Jews, for crying out loud. Okay? All these Christian right telling you this never happened and that never happened and he never did experiments. Okay, so how is it that the German government got the experiments? Quack, quack, quack. Avion, you got it. Okay? Quack, 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 quack. Hitler was big into altering the DNA. He bit you like a snake, bit you like a vampire, and bit you like a. And when our Lord and Savior, thank you, Stuart, they sent 90% of the wolf bites to the United States in 1947 to bite the American people. The wolf. And when our Lord and Savior, our Lord and Savior, anyway, so Hitler was big into altering the DNA. Are we going to overlook all of that in history? Hitler creating the Ubermensch. How the fuck you think he was creating the Ubermensch? He was biting the people with fangs. People were being snake bitten, bitten by mosquitoes. Bite, bite, bite. The Jews were bitten left and right in those concentration camps. And then these truthers are telling you, no, 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 these experiments didn't happen. It's in the German government that it happened. And we know those scientists who like to bite people came here. You're going to tell me that didn't happen? Hitler was into altering the DNA, but they don't ask why. We know about the Ubermensch program. It's in the German records. But why was he interested in the Ubermensch? To be like the gods. Now we know one of the highest ranking gods of the Nazi party is Anubis. Huh? Is Anubis. The Wolfman. Be harmless as doves and shrewd as snakes, because in the United States, you are under the wolf. Welcome to the coronation of the king. All right, my friends, if you want to book a consultation, you got the link. Love you. Keep exercising both hemispheres of your brain. Love each other and be